Why are we studying this Fermi-Dirac distribution function, and what is the significance of this Fermi-Dirac distribution function? This Fermi-Dirac distribution function can be used to calculate concentration of holes and electrons in the semiconductor if we know the density of available states in valence band and conduction band. That means if we know the number of available energy states in valence band, we can actually calculate the number of holes per unit volume in the valence band. If we know the number of available energy levels in conduction band, we can calculate the number of electrons per unit volume in the conduction band with the help of this Fermi-Dirac distribution function. The concentration of electrons in conduction band, that is number of electrons per unit volume in the conduction band, can be calculated as n equal to integration from EC to infinity FENE dE, where f of E is probability of occupancy and n of E is the density of states. The number of electrons per unit volume in the energy range dE is the product of probability of occupancy and the density of states. So obviously, if we know the number of energy levels and probability of occupancy for the energy level, the probability of number of energy levels and the probability of occupancy will give us number of electrons. So the number of electrons in the energy range dE will be the product of density of states, number of available states per unit volume, and the probability of occupancy, that is f of E. And the total number of electrons per unit volume in the entire conduction band can be calculated by integrating this product from EC to infinity, that is over the entire conduction band. So the probability of occupancy, the Fermi-Dirac distribution function, is very helpful in calculating the electron concentration in conduction band and hole concentration in valence band. By solving this integration, we can get the electron concentration in conduction band, and it can be obtained as n equal to Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ef by kT, where Nc is equal to 2 into 2 pi Mn star kT by h square raised to 3 by 2. Here this Mn star is the effective mass of electron. So same way we can write the integration for calculating the hole concentration in valence band, and hole concentration in valence band can be obtained as P is equal to Nv e raised to minus Ef minus Ev by kT, where Nv is equal to 2 into 2 pi Mp star kT by h square raised to 3 by 2, where this Mp star is effective mass of hole. So at thermal equilibrium, the electron concentration and hole concentration given by this equation 2 and equation 3 will be valid for intrinsic semiconductor as well as for extrinsic semiconductor. So these equations can be used for intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor both. So we have written the relation for electron concentration in conduction band using Fermi-Dirac distribution function as an integration from EC to infinity f of E n of E dE, and by solving this integration we can get the electron concentration in conduction band as Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ef by kT. Hole concentration can also be obtained as P equal to Nv e raised to minus Ef minus Ev by kT. Let us write the product of these two, N and P, by multiplying equation 2 and 3. So N into P can be written as Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ef by kT into Nv e raised to minus Ef minus Ev by kT, and therefore N into P is equal to Nc Nv e raised to minus Ec minus Ev by kT. So when we multiply this, Ef will get cancelled. This minus Ef will become plus Ef, and minus Ef will get cancelled, and therefore N into P will be equal to Nc Nv e raised to minus Ec minus Ev by kT. For intrinsic semiconductor, we can write N to be equal to Ni and P to be equal to Pi. EF can be written as EI, that is the center of the forbidden gap. So Ni into Pi is equal to Nc e raised to minus Ec minus Ei, EF is replaced by Ei now, by Kt into Nv e raised to minus Ei minus Ev by Kt. So Ni into Pi will be equal to Nc Nv e raised to minus Ec minus Ev by Kt. Again here also Ei will get cancelled. So for intrinsic semiconductor, we can write Ni equal to Pi. The whole concentration is equal to the electron concentration in conduction band. So electron concentration in conduction band is equal to whole concentration in valence band, and therefore Ni into Pi can be written as Ni square, where Ni is called as intrinsic concentration. So Ni square is equal to Nc Nv e raised to minus Ec minus Ev by Kt. Just equate this with 4. If you look at equation number 4 and equation number 5, right hand sides are same, Nc Nv e raised to minus Ec minus Ev by Kt, and therefore we can write N into P equal to Ni square. This is important relation. If Ni is the intrinsic concentration, and if we dope it to get N-type semiconductor or P-type semiconductor, and if you find the product of electron concentration in conduction band and hole concentration in valence band, then this product will always be equal to square of the intrinsic concentration. Now this is an important relation which can be used while solving some of the problems. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel so that you will get timely intimation of new videos uploaded to the channel. Thank you very much.